Bitcoin's being manipulated by the government. And we're going to show you how in this episode. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm joined here with Tone Vays.
Vinci,
How you doing, man?
thank you for the hospitality, man. I've been to Dubai in a year. This guy's the one to hang.
Yeah, he's actually staying at my place right now, and we're going to be staying here for a few days. And then I'm going to be going to your crypto
Financial Summit.
the financial
That's
summit.
right. This would be number 4 for you.
Exactly. Yeah, I have been to all of them except one, the Dominican
Yes.
Republic one.
This is number 5.
Yeah.
Vinci only missed one
Exactly.
in the Dominican Republic, and we're back in your hometown
Exactly.
of the UAE.
Exactly.
And it's going to be an amazing event out in the desert. Really cool.
Yeah. So, it's not too late to. Is it too late to get?
It's not too late. We have about 8 villas left. We got in about 8 days to go to the event. So yeah, if anyone's interested, you can check out any of my channels, Tone Vays, on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Get the link. It's called thefinancialsummit.com. Try to connect with me or just sign up on the website. It's an incredible event for traders, money managers, VCs, financial services. It's a retreat where we're going to do a lot more health and wellness this morning. You're so into that, man.
Yes,
Da Vinci lost a lot of weight, guys. Looking incredible. Super noticeable because I haven't seen him in a year in person. We have a boxing trainer coming. We have a nutrition PhD coming. In the mornings, it's health and wellness. Afternoon, we talk about trading and how to make money in the markets. And in the evenings, you know how we do. Hang out in presidential villa and have a lot of fun. We got some cigars. We got some good whiskey, good tequila, and have some fun.
Yeah. Yes. Always lots of fun every time I've been. So, I wanted to get into today's topic is we saw Bitcoin rise to 35K. By the time this video is out, it's going to be out on Sunday. We might see Bitcoin even higher. We might see it higher and then lower because Bitcoin is very, very volatile. We can talk about what kicked off this rally. The rally was kicked off by an ill-advised Cointelegraph tweet that the Bitcoin ETF has been approved. That turned out to be fake news within hours of them announcing it. No one was able to verify. People reached out to BlackRock, to SEC. They said no such thing. So we still don't know what happened. Cointelegraph was supposed to do an investigation, but no idea what happened with that. But their investigation was these things happen.
It's Cointelegraph. And by the way, I was one of the original writers at Cointelegraph. When Cointelegraph started back in 2014, I was one of the first writers. I was in that first batch of writers, started writing about TA, one of the first writers about Bitcoin TA in general. And I started doing that for Cointelegraph. I was there for like the first year of its existence.
Yeah. You know what? I just realized that, you know what? Some people might not know who you are. And you know how I remind them who you are? They're like, who's that? I'm like, do you know the song? Bitcoin, please go to moon.
Bitcoin, please go to moon.
So going sideways down.
That was me and my... that was about me and my...
But no regrets, sis.
Right.
We bought
The 1K was the 1K was making a little out of context, but that's all right.
Yes, you became famous for that one video. And so as soon as I tell people that song, they're like, "Oh, that's a Oh, damn! Yes. So now you probably know who Tone Vays is. So.
Okay, so back to that tweet, right? So when that tweet came out, Bitcoin rallied off of fake news. And that's when people realized maybe they don't have enough Bitcoin. They are underweight Bitcoin because the ETF news will eventually happen. The price went up that day, and then by the end of the day, it pulled back, but not as far down as it went up. Now, we were still hovering. We broke out to 31 that day, and then we closed the day actually below 30. But it showed to people that, hey, this news is going to rally the market. And I was very bullish off of that news. And I said on my YouTube channel, because I do daily videos about the price as well, and I said on my channel right away that this kind of news will continue to rally the market. It's bullish. we can still pull back a little bit. But before that day, I thought that 23,000 was still possible. After that day, I took 23,000 off the table. It's the kind of news that will keep Bitcoin up and eventually it will go higher. Now, I personally did not expect us to rise from 30,000 to 35,000 over the last several days. To me, what's happening right now is a little bit of an exponential rise. That's getting a little bit ahead of itself. Can we go up to 40 over the next few days? Yes. But this is the time that if you were fully in the market, this is the time to maybe consider taking off a little bit. Personally, I was cautious getting in on fake news. I don't like to chase markets. So I was only in a little bit. I was in a bullish position, but it wasn't my maximum bullish position going into the pumps. I did not want to chase the market. On today's video, and we're recording this on Thursday, and this is going to be out in a couple of days. So as of Thursday, I increased my position, but not all the way because I am personally still expecting a pullback. And I would advise people to go back to October, November of 2015, exactly 8 years ago, and compare the price chart of October, November 2015 to October going into November today. To me, they are absolutely identical. And I remember that market. We had the same exact 15% weekly candle that we're having right now. And the following week, Bitcoin went up 50%. But by the time the week was over, it had crashed 30%. So an equivalent to that would be Bitcoin rising to about 52,000 next week. But by the end of the week, it would have fallen all the way back to say 36, 37. And then it got stuck for like the next 6 months at that price. We had that unreasonable exponential rise that was not sustainable. And then it needed 6 more months of consolidation.
Exactly. So I was actually talking about the same things, but I was a little bit on the bearish side when the fake news came out. I really felt that Bitcoin had to retest the 25K at the very least, or even the 20K, and it didn't want to do that. And yeah, as soon as it broke up to close to 30K and stayed there for a long enough time, I was like, okay, that's it. I have to reverse my stance. And I knew that once we get to 32K, that it was just going to blow. And that's exactly what happened. As soon as it got close to that it was like not 32K, it was 31,800 some dollars, right? Just before. Once it broke above that, boom. It was like a lightning rod, straight up. And, I really think now that we've established that, hey, it's higher. We created a higher high, right? We're off the board.
And we have very good support at 30,000 now. It's incredible support at 30,000. I would personally, there's things that I want to happen and there's things that happen in real life, right? There's a lot of things that we want, right?
Exactly. I'm on Bitcoin falling back at 30K because that would be a load the boat situation.
And not just in the world of Bitcoin. There's a lot of things that we want, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean they're going to happen. So I do want Bitcoin to pull back, and I think it's healthy for the Bitcoin price to pull back.
It will be.
So 30,000 is incredible support. We will have all kinds of moving averages on daily charts, on weekly charts, the prior double tops or at 30,000. So my view on entries, exits, stop losses is a little bit different. I personally hate double bottoms and double tops. For me, that is not a good entry for me. That's the way I trade. Everyone is different, right? You can have a range. Bitcoin could be bouncing off of 25, going to 30, bouncing off of 30, going back to 25. I don't like to trade that range. I like to trade the breakouts and I like to trade the breakdowns. When I see a double bottom at 25, that makes me nervous. Any double bottom, if we ever go back to 25 again, I am as bullish as anything in the space, okay? Now, the opposite is also true. The moment we're breaking out above 30, I'm bullish. However, if we're breaking out above 30, we're breaking out above the top of the range, directly from bouncing off the bottom of the range, takes a lot of momentum to break that. And it's rare that it can maintain that momentum. Usually you get a little bit of a pullback and then you break out. That didn't happen this time.
I noticed that. Yeah.
Which is why I am looking for that pullback to the $30,000 range. Now, on the downside, I was in a bullish position when this was happening, but it was a small bullish position, nothing to, rave about my bullish position. And I was still hoping to get in at a quieter time, but hey, news doesn't control the price and we adjust. But if we were to go back to 25, I would have waited for lower prices. 23 would have been my perfect zone. And if we would have fallen to 20, I would have been very concerned because 20 makes a double bottom again. And I hate double bottoms. I don't buy at double bottoms. I'm always scared at double bottoms. We go up a little bit, then we break it and crater down. Like Binance just did that. Ethereum just did that versus Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So I'm always scared of these double bottoms. They don't tend to end well. But right now I am bullish, but very cautiously need a pullback, and next year is going to be incredible.
No, you don't need one. You want one. And Bitcoin tends to surprise us from time to time. More often than not, it will surprise even the seasoned traders in the market, as it just sometimes just takes off and just doesn't want to pull back. And you're wondering, what the hell, man? Don't make no sense.
Yeah.
But that's Bitcoin for you, right? It wants to kick the US dollar's butt. And, that's one way to do it, is to push higher and higher. Unfortunately, that also is a key sign of manipulation. Now, everybody screams about manipulation on the way down, but they don't do so on the way up.
I know. And we do have to define manipulation. The word manipulation gets really thrown around. Like I'm a poker player. I host a tournament in Las Vegas as part of my unconfiscatable conference. I heard gambling's coming to the UAE.
Yes, soon.
Yeah, also Kaiba.
Yeah,
that's gonna be interesting. And the reason I brought up the poker analogy is the guy that has the most chips at the table, he can push people around. Is he manipulating the game?
Not necessarily, but yes, you could say it from one angle, and the other angle.
But he's manipulating it within the rules.
Within the rules.
He's not cheating.
No.
He doesn't see your cards. He's not working with the dealer or she. And they can manipulate legally within the rules, right?
Exactly.
And anyone in trading can do that. If you have more money than the other guy, you can move the price around.
Yes.
And a lot of people get upset because the guy with more money than them moved the price of an asset. This happens in illiquid altcoins more than Bitcoin.
You're right.
But a lot of people say, oh, that guy's manipulating the price because he has more money than me. No, we shouldn't call that manipulation. There needs to be a better word. Real manipulation is someone that's like FTX, that knows what they're trading against their people. They have insider information because they run the exchange. That's real manipulation. A guy with more money pushing the price around, hey, you just gotta compete.
Yes, that's true. But you could say in the sense that, okay, for example, if you have information that no one else has, that you've created, and you made sure that no one else has, you've created the information. Right?
As long as you honestly establish the information.
And you're trading with that information that you've already created, that is manipulation. Sort of like insider trading, right? Don't you agree?
Sort of. Insider trading specifically applies to stocks, and it's only literally information someone told you that you have thanks to someone else that other people don't have. It's an unfair advantage in the market. If you did your own research and you discovered your own data, that's not manipulation. That's work. That's how people make money.
I agree with that. However, let's just say you are the government, right? And you are going to push the price higher because you want it to come back down hard, right? That's what you want to do, right?
Yes.
Is that manipulation? Because
yes. If you're the government, then you print show money, absolutely.
Right? Is that? I'm just asking.
Yes.
Is pushing the price up in order so you can get it back down?
Correct.
Manipulation.
Yes, absolutely. But
by the government.
By the government, but that's because they're using money that they shouldn't have
Okay, so
to achieve it.
But the government generally doesn't work that way. What they tend to do is go, okay, we're going to set rules in place so that you do it. You get it?
I get it.
Right? So that you, as the consumer, moves the price the way they want it.
Yeah. BlackRock tends to do that. And trust me, you're not going to win against BlackRock. When you're going to buy thinking you're going to pre-run BlackRock, they probably already have all the Bitcoin they need. And the regular people are going to be their exit liquidity when the ETF launches.
Yeah. So once again, the government does not go out and buy Bitcoin into the market and try to manipulate price up. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they set up rules and set the game so that the price rises. And let me give you an example of that. At the DTCC, it was listed BlackRock's ETF.
The ETF, yeah, the ticker.
The government's in control of that. Just saying. So I'm going to end it there, right? And yes, I really think Bitcoin's being manipulated by the government. And we're going to show you how in this episode. So yes, thank you guys for watching. Head over to Tone's channel. What's your name of your channel?
Tone Vays. It's just Tone Vays, but also check out the Financial Summit YouTube channel. I'll be moving my financial content over to the Financial Summit YouTube channel, which is going to become more of a brand. But for now, Tone Vays, ToneVays. I'm the only Tone Vays in the world. You can easily find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
There you go. All right, hit the like and head over and subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.
Vays Da Vinci, pleasure.